Greetings and salutations, my artsy friends. How is everyone today? So good, I hope. So good. I have some fun stuff planned for us today, and I hope you are raring to go. So first thing is everybody needs to gather a whole bunch of artsy papers that they already kind of have, they already have in their arsenal. Everybody's got them. Everybody's got them. I have, and some acrylic paint and some bubble wrap, because it's National Bubble Wrap Day. Did you even know that that was a thing? If you're part of this community, then you absolutely do, because we've been celebrating it for years around here. Anyway, I'm going to take a drink. You should too. It's a rainy day here in Peoria, Arizona. How about where you are? What's it like there? I can hardly wait. I can hardly wait to get artsy this morning. Ooh, I also have packing tape, because this is going to come into play today too. So, is it a rainy morning where you are? Valerie, is it rainy there? So I gathered a whole stack of artsy papers. If you're brand new here, if you would like, follow, subscribe, share, comment, all the things. Welcome, welcome, welcome if you are brand new here. And if you are brand new here, if you would like, follow, subscribe, share, comment, all those things on the following social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and then ask to join our private Facebook group, Stitch Along with Anne, and Anne Corbiere-Scott Designs Facebook group. Okay, so this is what I have gathered today. I have a whole stack of started artsy papers, right? Ones that I love, ones that I don't. I have on copy paper, and I have on deli paper. I don't know, I'm just going to kind of pick through them. Just grab a whole stack, and you'll find ones that you want to enhance a little bit. That's what I'm going to do. And then I have 3 different bubble wraps. Remember, this one I did the last time we did some jelly printing. These squares, I'm telling you, they're just so intriguing, and so I wanted to use those again. And then I also have just 2 pieces of regular run-of-the-mill bubble wrap, which was created for packing things, right? And don't you wish you would have created something that was just plastic filled with air? But alas, we're not the inventors of that. Okay, so and I'm going to start to kind of go through my artsy papers. This is one that I was creating some different things on, so I don't think I'm going to add this to the mix today. And then I have all of these bits and bobs. These are kind of perfect for adding stuff to. Here's some roll-off papers. Here's one that I did, and I kind of want to play with this technique again another day. And this is where I stamped with an actual flower. So those are cool. So I don't think I'm going to do it on these, although maybe I will. I don't know. Ooh, that's a cool one. Look at this one. This was a failed attempt at image transfer, but I can absolutely enhance this with some bubble wrap. Here's some I was borrowing some of Lauren. Lauren was over one day, and she had a whole bunch of stencils that I don't have, so I did some prints really quickly with her stencils. Look at these, so cute. Here's another failed attempt at image transfer. Here's, I don't even know what, right? So you get the idea, right? Here's another roll-off page. This is the one that Desi said was glitchy. And here's another glitchy. So I'm going to set those aside because I kind of have some ideas for those. And here's some stamping with, this is a Monstera leaf from my plant. And this was the same day that we used the big square bubble wrap. So I don't know what I'm going to do with those. This one could use something else. This one too. This one too. This one too. See what I mean? Everybody has these. Everybody has jelly prints that just didn't work all the way. And so today we're going to do something to kind of enhance those by just adding, oh, look at that one. Oh, here's, this was, remember we did the crayon resist and some shimmery paint. I don't know exactly what I want to do with this. Oh, I love it so much. And it had been, like, I stamped on top of this piece of paper, and then I did the image transfer with, the resist transfer with crayons on top of that. It's all about on top, on top, on top, on top. This is another one of those glitchy ones. Oh, here's another one of the ones that I did. I stamped with a flower. Not exactly sure what I'm going to do with that. These are something I have for another project. This I jelly printed with some pine boughs. Kind of digging that. Here's something that I painted. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, you get the idea, right? You get the idea. So I have these that we can fiddle with today. And then I do have some of these. I love deli paper because it's thin and it's crinkly, so that's kind of fun to play with. So, oh, look at that. Gorgeous, Mrs. H. Anybody remember what that quote is from? Good morning, Diana. How are you? Oh my gosh, it feels like it's been forever, forever, forever. So this is the beginnings of a master sheet done in 1-inch inchies. So that's super fun. And then, like I said, here is a bunch of, oh, look at this. I don't even know what I'm going to do with this, but I'm just madly in love with it. Here's some asemic writing. Anyway, you get the idea, right? We're just going to add some bits and bobs to our bits and bobs. So, here's what I'm thinking. I'm just going to bring a piece over, right? And then I'm going to, this one has a little bit of the pine bough on it. So I don't know. And this is like all different kinds of colors. So I'm thinking I'm going to add, so today is bubble wrap day, Diana. So I'm sure you and your girlies could play with some bubble wrap. I can't believe London got her hair cut. It's so pretty. Okay, so let's see. Let's just pick color to go on top of here. What about gold? Gold might be the thing. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to paint some gold on this bubble wrap. And then I'm going to, oh, that's a lot. And then I'm just going to stamp it. And I'm thinking, let's do this gold on a lot of things. Because gold is kind of just a different kind of something, right? So I'm just going to try and paint a bunch. I'm going to kind of put it on top of there so I can kind of see, like, approximately the shape, the size of the page. So here's where the big glob of paint went. So I'm just going to dig my paintbrush in there and pull some color from there. Okay. All right. So now let's take this and let's just press it down. On this art paper and see what we get. It's gonna be cute, I just know it. Oh, stop it right now. You guys, I think I might just be doing, I was thinking I would do a bunch of white, but this gold has just enhanced this piece like nobody's business. Look at it, look at it. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. All right, what else do I have in this stack that we can add some gold to? Something to kind of, here's another one that somebody sent me, this piece of printed, it's kind of like want ads or something. But I did the pine bough on this one too, a jelly print. See what happens with this. I just spread what was on here around. I'm hoping that it makes a pretty print on that kind of magenta kind of color. Like it'll kind of pop. You know what? There's a chunk up here that has solid magenta. Oh my gosh, you guys. Look at that. So pretty, so pretty. All right. I'm just on a big gold roll now. See, I don't think it would work on these, so just kind of go through your papers and see what you see that is dark, so that the gold, which is lighter, gives us a nice contrast. So let's. So adding metallics to something like this, that's kind of a cool contrast that I think is going to just kind of elevate everything. Because a metallic like gold or silver, or I think I might even have some bronze. I don't know exactly, but a metallic is going to add a whole different vibe than, say, if we did just white. Do you know what I mean? Or yellow, or whatever, another light color. Gold is going to enhance stuff and give us something really interesting, I think. Stop it. Stop it, you guys. This is, I'm loving this so much. I have some open space down here, so I'm just gonna stamp that. There we go. And here's the thing. Once this dries, we can continue to put more layers and layers and layers on this, right? That's gonna go on the floor. I'm gonna have a floor full of all kinds of attempts of who knows what. No, I don't think so. This is another failed attempt. So let's see. Here's another failed attempt. Let's see what we can get. I thought I had another one that's kind of dark. There we go. That I thought might be kind of interesting with some gold. I thought I had a silver too, but I think I just want to stick with the gold for a while. So I know the gold on the black. Stop it, right, Valerie? So pretty. And you can see I'm not using anything really, my materials today are quite minimal. A paintbrush, a piece of bubble wrap, which you know we all have, and some acrylic paint. See what we get on this one. And some old art papers that I didn't love. But I didn't throw them away. So don't ever throw your art papers away, because we can always add to them, right? We can always do this. We can just take a day and just add layers, right? Oh, that's pretty. Let's see. Let's get some more. Whoops. There we go. Let's see. Down here that could use some more. I think the ones that work best is the ones where we have kind of a nice contrast, right? Like this is kind of reminding me of an Indian sari. I love that stuff. I love that stuff. And look at even my craft mat is getting the treatment. So we could at this point take a piece of packing tape and just start to lift that color, right? And then, like, when we're all done with the day, let's get some more color. There we go. When we're all done with the day, and we're all done with the printing and our enhancing, our little art session here, you're going to take this packing tape that you've enhanced with all of this stuff that most people would just wipe off. But we're going to make something artsy with this too, because you can do a couple of things. Like once I get this coated with enough gold that it tickles my fancy, then we can do a couple of things. We can flip it over and we can paint it with a contrasting color, right? And then flip it over this way and coat the front with matte medium, and that's going to make it appear paper-like. And then on the back side, once that paint is dry, we can coat that with matte medium too. And then it's going to take on a whole different vibe. And then this is artsy gold for our art journals, right? So you're just going to keep picking up that gold is going to just add some really cool dimension with whatever we end up coating the backside with. And who knows what that's going to be, right? Okay, so here's another thing you can do. You can come over here and you can do the same thing on your bubble wrap. Look at that. There we got lots of cool bubbly circles. Right? Let's do this end. There we go. Look at that. So pretty. So now I'm just going to set it up here, and we'll keep stamping with our gold bubble wrap, and then something's going to tickle our fancy and we'll pull that up. Okay, I have this one. Let's do, here's another failed attempt at image transfer. So just know that you don't try something one time and it works, right? You kind of have to try a bunch of times. And you just learn as you go. I have found. And the more I paint, the more I see like where I went wrong or where I went right, or potential. Let's go sideways so you can see the whole sheet on the screen. Oops. No, I didn't make the whole. You can just stamp more after this. I love that when you add layers like this, the cool thing that happens is that you still kind of see what's behind, but then you see this cool layer in front of it. And so you just never know what's going to happen next. Oh, digging that one too. Look at that. That gold just adds like another layer, right? Another layer of cool visual interest. Okay, so now I'm thinking I want to pull out the, oh, this is a weird one. So what if we did this one, but we used this weird bubble wrap. Oh my gosh, can I tell you, I just love the way it feels. That's so funny, Valerie, that you say you like to pop it. I do too, until I found like artsy use for it. I used to lay it on the floor and the kids would just stomp on it and they loved it. Okay, so what color? Let's bring in, I have this fluorescent purple. Let's see what happens with this. And this time I'm thinking, I'm just gonna put it on the end of my brush. Right? And I'm just going to start to paint it on the tops. Add a little bit more. The tops of these squares. right? My thought was, wouldn't it be cool to do like a stamp with this bubble wrap, let the paper dry, and then come in and do a stamp with the gold on top of it. Let's see what happens. So let's stamp. There we go. Push, push, push. Oh, loving that. That's pretty. And then if we do something else on top of that, that might be really cool. I think I want to do a square right there. Okay, that's kind of cool. Where do I want to go next with that? I don't know. I'm gonna let that dry. Then I'm thinking we could come back with like another color. This one, I'm thinking the let's do that purple on top of this one too. I love that square. I'm telling you, look at every package that comes to your house. I find all kinds of crazy. Half of my mark making tools are packing materials. And you know how I feel about the crumbled up craft paper. I just flatten it out and roll it up and pull it out. Cut off a chunk and paint on it. See what we get this time. Scoot, scoot, scoot. I wonder, I was just wondering what would happen if we, oh, everybody take a drink. I want to do something on top of this. I'm just not sure what just yet. Let's see. What if we added some hot pink to the already purple that's on there? Heck yeah, Valerie, you can do a million things with that, right? I want this to be kind of like a combination of these colors, and that might be cool. And I want it really painterly, because I think Oops, phone cord. Sorry about that. I think I might get something really interesting with the combination of colors, and I stamp it on top of something else that we've already stamped. Like, let's bring this one back. This is dry now. So now let's try this, but let's try it in a like slightly offset way. See what happens. Oh yeah. Let's get some up here. And then at the other end, right? Oh, I love that. And now I'm thinking, I love that. Look how cool that is. Who knows what else I could do on there. I'm thinking I could do the regular bubble wrap. Once this dries all the way, I can do regular bubble wrap in another color. So then we just have layers and layers and layers. And I find the more layers that you put on your art papers, the more they stronger they become. Right? Now I'm thinking, look at these squares right here. So we just need that one to dry a little bit, and let's pull up some of this color. It's down here. Let's go right here. Pull up those pink squares. Everything's art. Everything is art. And if you have a hard time bringing it up like this, you can just take some matte medium, which is, remember that matte medium is acrylic paint with no color in it. Ooh, this matte medium is tight. See if I can get it to open. I think I have another one. What's this one? Gloss medium. Meh, let's use that. There we go. So we want this to dry just a little bit. We can help it along. That's too thick. That one's too thick. I think if you just go in without a plan, you can have way nicer results. You know what I mean? You're going to, and you can certainly choose your colors and that kind of thing, but try to not see it as more than maybe it really is. Do you know what I mean? Because it's just gonna, let's see if I can pull some up now. It's starting to come up. Really give it a push. Getting some. Okay, so I got some, and look at that. You just never know what's going to happen, right? Just keep pulling it, pulling it, pulling it. And we got a little bit of pink. Over here. Here we got a big one. Let's see what we get there. That one's kind of peeling, so let's work with that. There we go. Who knows where this is going to go, right? Just going to keep putting stuff on it, putting stuff on it, putting stuff on it. And this, I have a feeling we can just continue to grow it. Let's see how this one is. This one's still, yeah, that's a little bit wet. What else do we have? Okay, I think the pink might be pretty on this one. So let's turn that sideways. And let's, pink and green are opposite on the color wheel, so that's going to be a cool something something. So, what was the other thing I wanted to talk to you about? Oh, be sure to tune in tomorrow to Pop and Paint Party because it is Lunar New Year. It's Lunar New Year officially on Friday, or excuse me, on Wednesday. But I will be doing my stitch along during that time, and so tomorrow we're going to pretend that it's Lunar New Year, or we're going to make some art in preparation for Lunar New Year. Let's see what happens with this. So pretty. So now let's move it. See what happens if we do that. Ooh, nice. Let's see if we can get a square down here. Yep. There we go. And this one, I feel like this one is going to be another one that we can do, like another layer on top of this. So I'm thinking let's bring back some of the first ones that we did and see if we want to enhance them a little bit more. All right. So this one, I think this might have been one of our first ones that we did. I'm thinking, well, we've got some pink on here, and more pink might be kind of interesting and cool. Or purple, or we could come in with a whole new color. We could do, what do I have? Let's see, what about this turquoise? This might be kind of interesting. Or, you know what I was thinking? Might be really interesting if we mix a couple of colors. Remember when we attempted to do a couple of colors on the squares because it's big? And we're doing this on top of something else. What if we do just a little bit? Right. Then we could do a little bit of pink. Has anybody watched Man on the Inside? I think I have bronze, but I don't know exactly where that is. It might be, my whole living room is full of retreat stuff. So I don't know where half my life is. Let's see what happens with this. Sideways. I don't know, this might be horrid. Or it might be the coolest thing in the world. We'll see in 1 minute. Interesting, right? Interesting. There we go. I'm just going to stamp it and see what I get. Oh, you know what? I don't remember what channel it's on, Valerie. I'll have to look it up. Oh, I got a little purple on there too. Stop. That's kind of cool. So I'm going to set that aside to dry. Then let's take our tape. Let's see if we can pull up a little bit more. This is not super sticky anymore, so that's part of the issue, I think. Oh, but I got some of that turquoise on there. Just want to make it as interesting as possible, you know? Okay. You know what? I could take another. Man on the Inside. I'm trying to think what channel that is. That is on. It has Ted Danson. Oh, it's really good. The stickier it is, the better this technique works, because it'll pick up more paint. I just read, there was an art store that I visited on Manitoulin Island when I was there for a visit. Is closing. Boo. And it was the coolest art store. Let's just take some tenacity. To get all those colors up. But we just don't waste anything. you know? So I'll show you. So look, I have all these colors on my brush, right? So we could try to paint it like this on the back side. If we got a little bit of gloss medium, that's going to make it shiny, which is not usually my jam. Usually I'm a matte medium girl. So we're going to coat the whole back side with gloss medium. Right? And once that's dry, we'll flip it and do the same thing, and it'll come out really quite papery. It's really kind of cool. So set this up here to dry. And then we have this one that we don't have. Like, what can we do more to this? We could certainly paint it with some gold. And see what happens. And I still have gloss medium on my brush, so that's gonna kind of work kind of as an extender for my gold paint. There we go. Whoa! Now we're gonna let that one dry. And who knows what we're gonna get in the end. Something cool, I'm sure. Right? Okay. Let's see what we got. So we have this, which I kind of am loving it just the way it is. And I don't have another idea just yet, so I don't think I'm going to add to this. We have this, which I'm thinking some green, yeah, it's all dry. Because I have a little bit of green, oops, I need to find a new place for my brush. Let's see. Because it has a little bit of green just naturally in it, not naturally, but you know what I mean. I'm thinking we could do some green, but maybe with something else. I thought I had some, I do. Look at, I have this bubble wrap that has hearts on it. Stop it. So what if we painted this green and then stamped the green hearts on here? Stupendous idea. And remember, we have other colors on this brush. We have gloss medium on this brush. We have all the things, right? There's a whole bunch of paint concentrated right there. So let's dig our brush in there. Move that paint. Hey, so has anybody heard about Joanne? So I heard that they are filing bankruptcy, but I know that they've filed bankruptcy in the past, so I don't know what that means. But I went in there the other day because I wanted to see if they had any jelly plates, because I'm using that at the retreat. And so I went in there and I happened to get a 50% off coupon, which, you know, we never get those anymore. So I went in there, and the first thing I noticed when I walked in the door was that the floor was really dirty. I thought, that's not a good sign. And so I walked around and like almost every single thing is on sale. Also not a good sign, right? That didn't come out as clear as we had hoped. And these guys are still wet. I don't see any. Oh, if I turn it this way, I see some hearts. That's kind of cool. I like that it's kind of subtle. But I'm feeling like I want more over here. So I could paint just one section with some green and then stamp it. Let's see what we get. Anyway, I haven't heard officially. I've heard lots of rumors and stuff, but you know, I don't believe any of that stuff until I know it for a fact. But oh, pretty. A little section there that could use some attention. Well, that's kind of pretty. I'm liking that. I just love the idea that this paper has grown into something totally new and different now. You know what I mean? And this, with that gold, stop it right this minute. I'm so in love with it. I'm so in love with it. Like it just added a whole nother level. And I love that as you turn it, you see different bits and bobs, you know? What do I have up here? I have this one. And I'm feeling like we could do some regular bubble wrap. And we could add, I don't know, something darker, I think. You know what I mean? Or, yeah, that's what I was thinking too, Valerie, because my mom's Joanne up in Sault Ste. Marie closed about 1.5 years ago. Maybe a little longer. But now, I don't know. So I have this blue. That might be kind of interesting. I don't know. Because it's National Bubble Wrap Day. That's why, Deb. So we are enhancing a bunch of our art papers that, you know, we already, that are not what they should have been. Do you know what I mean? Or, you know, just were failed attempts at something or another. Don't ever throw any of those papers away because, you know. What if we do a couple of different colors on here? See what happens. And some lime green. Yeah, I think so too, Valerie. Hey, Deb, have you heard anything about Joanne closing? I was just talking about how I went there on Saturday, I think, because I wanted to get another jelly plate for the retreat, and it was kind of sad. It was dirty floors, and that was kind of a sign to me that things are not as they once were. I don't know what's going to happen with this. We'll see. It might be horrid. But it doesn't matter because I'm doing it on a piece that was kind of already not great. But we can certainly keep enhancing it. All art paper, because it's so abstract and open, that it can be, you know, created into something more. I know, Deb. I know. I was thinking the same thing. It just, it was sad. Mine was sad too. Mine was pretty trash too. Huh, interesting. See what we get. There were boxes around, but it was the dirty floor. I was like, I remember that always being, like, it was always beautiful when I walked in. And I felt so bad. There was one cashier working, and there was a big fat line, and I just thought, oh my God, that poor girl. That poor girl. And you know, people are cranky and, oh, you guys. You know what? I thought that might stink, but I kind of like it. I kind of like it. I don't know. I'm going to set it aside to dry. And I have paint and gloss medium on this brush. So let's put a little more gloss medium on this. See what we get. I'm doing that, our artsy packing tape, Deb. Can I tell you how much I love that technique? I love it so much. Stop it. Look at it. Who knows what it's going to look like in the end. I know, it turned out really good, didn't it, Valerie? And who'd have thunk it? Because it was looking pretty... I was not looking forward to that. Let's do another piece. So let's pick up what's there. See what we get. Oh, so pretty. I will be sad if they close. That's for sure. Because there are no mainstream fabric stores if they leave, right? It will only be independent quilt shops. Michael's is still looking like it's going strong. oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot to tell you this. So I have a great nephew, Braxton, who loves Legos. And I've noticed for a while now that there are some Lego sets that are like great works of art, like Starry Night, The Great Wave by Hokusa. I'm trying to think the Love Sculpture by Robert Indiana, which everybody knows. It's the Love. It's in lots of big cities. Anyway, that blue. Let's see if we can get that blue to come up a little bit, because it's still wet. Let's see what happens. Anyway, I saw this morning an ad for, I know, Tessa has done that a bunch of times. Oh my gosh, Debbie, my entire house, like, I'm not kidding around when I say my whole living room, my whole dining room, and my whole kitchen have retreat stuff stacked. Downstairs in the family room, guess what? More retreat stuff stacked. So much stuff. Because I'm trying to divide it all, you know, into activities, blah, blah, blah. Anyway. I can hardly wait, too. I can hardly wait. What was I going to say? We didn't even do the comfort book today. I am so sorry to say. But we did make lots of pretty papers. Like this one. I really like this one. And I'm thinking I might want to do something on top of this. Like, I know I have some bubble wrap with the big bubbles. That might be cool on top of that. Just kind of offset. What else do we have? We have this one that I did. Deb, do you remember last year I gave everybody a piece of the bubble wrap that had heart, that was the holes were, the bubbles were heart shaped? I did that on top of this, which started out as a very failed attempt at image transfer. I know, I would love you there, Valerie. Next year. You can come next year. I already have my theme. I'm telling you. Okay, Deb, look at this. Look at this. So this was another failed attempt at image transfer. Ooh, Lisa, I would love for you to come. I like a small retreat. I like a kind of a boutique retreat. So, like 16 to 20, it make 20 to 25 maybe. I know, Deb, doesn't this just totally reminiscent of the art paper that you sent me? So I have that. I have this one. This one totally looks like something Debbie would make. Deb, I think you're the one who sent me this printed paper first. And then I did some jelly printing where I used a piece of pine bough. I think you can kind of see it right there. And that, oh, I love that so much. But then I just did some gold bubble wrap on top of it today. Stop it. What else do we have? I have this, which I have another something I want to do on top of this. I'm thinking I want to do some bubble wrap with, this was that square bubble wrap. Do you remember I had that? This from the last time we did jelly prints together. I have that one and this one that I think I want to do regular bubbles on top. Oh my gosh, So many artsy things. So many artsy. And I have 3 pieces of artsy tape. Look at them. Oh, I love this stuff. I love this stuff so much. And I want to, I'm going to coat both sides with matte medium. As soon as I have Hercules come downstairs and open this matte medium jar, I'm going to cover both sides with matte medium, and then I will put it in my art journal. I love having little bits and bobs like that to create with. And I love to like put it away and then pull it out, and it's like a brand new surprise. Good morning, Denise. Oh my gosh, 2 days. 2 days. We'll be together in 2 days. Deb, when do you fly in? Oh my gosh. We were creating so much that I forgot to say to everybody take a drink. Be sure to bring, if you're coming to the art retreat, be sure to bring your composition book from last year's retreat and your current composition book, the 2025 composition book, because, you know, we'll be having things that you can add in there too. You know. Oh my gosh, these are so pretty. I'm loving them so much. This one I painted with the gold on the back, and oh my gosh, I'm loving it. Australia, Sarah, shut up. That's so cool. I have a design team member that lives in Australia. Her name is Jennifer. And we love her. And she's coming next year too. So excited. So I found the heart bubble wrap on Amazon, actually. Amazon. I might still have some left. I don't know. Well, it's all painty. I think it's all painty. I don't know. I'll dig around. Because you do have to buy kind of a roll of it, but it makes for some fun art creating. Oh, you're gonna cruise from Honolulu to Australia. Oh my gosh. How many days is your cruise? That sounds fab. I've never been on a cruise before. I don't know. I really want to do the Alaskan one. That's the one. I don't want to go to a warm place. I live in a warm place. I want to go someplace different. Do you know what I mean? You always want what you don't have, I guess. Anyway, I have gone so far over. You guys, we're like 10 minutes over. I'm so sorry. I just get myself, and you know what? I thought I didn't have anything to talk about today. Ha 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 ha. That's a laugh, isn't it? If you looked at every one of my report cards, every one of my report cards talked about my gift of gab. I adore you all, and happy bubble wrap day. Go do something with your bubble wrap. And I will see you tomorrow for Happy Lunar New Year. We got something going on there too. I adore you all. Thanks so much, everybody. Bye.